everybody? It's TJ Jones, Conrad.
Yo.
This is Inside Men, music, entertainment, and news. Today, we got a special episode for you. We're talking about the NBA and the playoffs. We are from New York, so you know we got to represent our number 2 seed Knicks. And at the same time, we talking about what should be in everybody's speakers. We talking about the rap battles that's going on right now. Real rap is back.
Let's get it.
Drake
versus the whole rap world.
Let's get it. So as far as basketball goes, what's your thoughts on the Knicks getting the second seed? What's your thoughts on the Knicks getting the second seed in the final game of the season going into the playoffs?
The Knicks are a good team, bro. They've been fun to watch this year. I'm hopeful for them. I'm hopeful that they get past the first round, but I don't think they get past the second round.
Okay.
It depends on who they will be playing against. I know at the number 2 seed they dodge Boston all the way up into the Eastern
We will play
Conference.
Boston in the conference finals.
Yeah. Which is a good thing.
Boston deep, man.
They are.
Boston
and I
deep.
don't think the Knicks beat Boston this year. Outside that last game, right? They ain't beat Boston.
Listen, they deep, man. They bench players could be starters.
Yeah.
You know, they got a team.
The Knicks got injuries. You know, we know Randall's out for the year.
See, that's the problem that I don't like. What? I'm a diehard Knicks fan. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. So I have never in my entire life booed my Knicks. And I never will boo my Knicks. And with that being said, a lot of people say, yo, you should trade Randall for crumbs, Donovan Mitchell, Mikal Bridges. Trade him. But guess what?
What?
He gets injured, hurts his shoulder. Yo, we need Randall. I thought you just wanted to trade him.
Yeah.
But you need him.
Because you'll be trading him for another piece that'll be on the floor helping you.
But you need him.
And yes, you need him. His talent, he's, I believe, 24-point per game player?
Yes.
So yes.
Double.
So yes, with him not being on the floor, we miss him. We need him. But if you can take that talent and swap it out for a better player, then it's different.
For whom? Because all I hear is guards, and he's not a guard.
You're right.
So that's all I hear is guards.
For me, I mean, the only reason why I was in agreement with moving him is because, you know, we saw what the last 2 playoff years look like.
But he was injured.
He's
been with the Knicks 4 years, and he's been an All-Star 3 years.
He gets into the playoffs, and the person you've seen in the regular season, you don't see in the playoffs. And we have documented proof of this. This is factual. So it's just like, we know that, you know, Julius Randle being your number 2 player, you're not going to win.
But that's not necessarily true, though. He was hurt. He was hurt.
Bro, everybody's nicked up.
No.
Everybody's
he
nicked
had
up.
surgery on his ankle. Surgery. And then this year, he's on his shoulder. You can't hold that against the man. The man actually played still.
Bro, but he played, but he didn't help the team. He was bad. He was bad last year.
Okay, I saw it. Thank God for Jalen Brunson.
I think you know when a player that was playing as good as he was playing this year, his value's high. Yes, you're supposed to sell. Why? Because you know you can't win with him when it matters. You know with Randall being your number 2 guy, he's gonna get you to a certain point, and that's it. And that's that. You know, getting to the second round shouldn't be what was called or what's deemed a successful season.
Mm-hmm.
So it's especially, with the number 2 seed. So, I felt like they needed to trade him at that time. Get a big man, get somebody else that
But we have people who could play. Bogdanovich could play.
But nobody knew about Hartenstein though. Keep it 100.
No, he's playing really well.
He was, but nobody knew he was going to do that when Mitch Rob went down.
No, nobody.
So it's just, he filled in, but the Knicks got a good problem on their hand because now you look at them and it's just like, what you going to do next year?
Next year, get rid of Mitch. I never liked
Absolutely.
Mitch. I never liked Mitch. Get rid of Mitch.
He'll give you nothing on offense.
He doesn't.
He's not going to want to come off the bench.
I don't
think he's going to want to come off the bench.
But just even Bogdanovich, he's on the bench. He's a 20-point scorer. Put him in a game. Let him take Randall's spot as the power forward. Put him in a game. Tibbs run his guys to the ground.
How do you?
And he's not going to play them.
How do you feel about the Knicks, the position that they at? How do you feel about the Eastern Conference? How do you feel about the Knicks' potential first round matchups? How do you feel about them?
I think that we're going to the conference finals. I think we would beat Boston if we did have Julius Randle. I think that most teams are going to double Jalen Brunson, as Miami did last year. and get it out of his hands. Thank God we have DiVincenzo.
He's been balling.
Who has been balling, and he can actually put up some numbers as well, as far as getting it off the dribble and also shooting.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about that. I think that if we play Miami, we'll win. I think if we play Philly, we'll win. Joel Embiid, he's a beast, but he's also banged up a little bit.
Yeah.
So that would be in our favor. Going into the next round, the only team that probably scares me in the second round will probably be Indiana, believe it or not. Just because Indiana got speed, and they got a really, really good team. Miles Turner always kills us because he's a big man that can shoot.
If the Knicks would have finished at 3 with Indiana at 6, I was actually in the shop over the weekend saying like, yo, bro, it's
a tough matchup.
That's gonna be a tough matchup
because they're healthy.
Yeah,
and he runs.
Yeah,
that boy Halliburton, he's actually one of my favorite guards, man.
He could ball.
He could play really well, and we don't really have an answer for Turner. Not saying that he's dominant, but he can shoot. He can go down low. He could defend. Then they got Siakam. Don't forget that.
Yeah,
they got Siakam too. So they got a really nice team. I think that's one of the sleepers. To be honest with you, I think that's one of the sleepers.
I mean, Boston coming out the East. How you feel about the West?
Oh my God, man.
Who you think will come out the West?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's not the Knicks to the finals, to the actual NBA finals, I want to see Boston versus OKC. I think that would be really good for the league because it's two young teams with depth.
They was going around the internet and they was asking if OKC is the worst number 1 seed.
Really?
No, they were asking if you think they're the worst number 1 seed.
Ever,
yeah.
Why? They're good.
Nobody knows them outside of Shy. Young, I think the oldest one is like 24. Nobody knows them, so it's just like.
But at that point, you give him more credit because if you ask me, I think Shea is the MVP.
You think he's MVP?
My MVP?
Why?
Because, just like you said, nobody supposedly knows them. But yet, remember, he used to be a bench player and got traded. And he's the man of that team. And that entire team, I think the average age on that team is 24.
Yeah.
So
he's averaging 36-5 this year, right?
He's balling.
36-5. You don't think Jokic should be MVP again?
No.
Why not? You're saying that because he won it the past couple years.
No, I'm a Joker fan.
He's the best player in the league, bro.
I'm a Joker fan. I'm not going to argue that. The thing about it is that I don't think he's going to win it. And the reason why I don't think he's going to win it is because Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas put Joker in a negative light by saying he's the worst to ever win the MVP. So now people are going to look at it and say, you know what? I don't want to give it to him because Gilbert Arenas actually sparked something.
You think sports writers that get that vote, you think they worried about what Gilbert Arenas had to say?
I'm sure, heck yeah. Remember, he's a player. He's a player, so he's reliable. He knows what he's talking about. Remember, the facts, what he said is factual.
I mean, Jokic.
Everybody that has won the MVP, has been a top 2-3 seed. When Joker won, the Joker team was like number 7.
Not last year?
No, not last. What? They were no. I'm talking about overall in standards. Yeah, they were in the top. They were in the top team. They weren't the number 1 seed.
They were number 1 seed last year.
I'm talking about the year before. But I'm telling you,
they weren't 7 the year before.
They weren't 7.
They were top 3, bro. No 7 seeds getting.
Listen, I don't know exactly what Gilbert said, but when he explained it, it was like, yo, that makes sense.
I mean, his game isn't sexy, but he's a skillful basketball player. It just doesn't have a sexy game. You know what I'm saying? But
you think he's MVP?
Yeah. He's. If we're looking at numbers,
but
it's just my thing. So I'm conflicted because I feel like I would give it to Shy
100%.
Because when you look at Denver, their third leading scorer is MPJ, and I believe he's averaging 19.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like your third best player is averaging 19. How much is Murray having? He's in the 20s. He's in the 20s, and Joker's being Joker. So Joker got a squad. He got a squad over there. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Aaron Gordon. Whereas when you look at OKC, you got Chet. Shy. I don't really know anybody else in that squad, bro. Josh Giddey. I know him more for the allegations than anything else. But interest is going to be interesting. I know. I was looking at some reports where they talking about like the Lakers with the play-in. They was asking if they should lose their first play-in game so that they could position themselves to go against OKC.
No, but I wouldn't do that because it's not guaranteed you're going to win the second game.
Yeah, but right,
it's not guaranteed.
Basketball is matchups, man.
Shout out, check this out. Shout out to Amari Stoudemire, man. He was a beast. But you heard what Amari said?
No,
he said he think the Lakers are going to win it all. Now,
I wouldn't be mad.
His reason, he said he think the Lakers are going to win it all because they won the in-season tournament when everybody was healthy. And they actually won that when everybody was healthy to prove in the show that we belong here.
Listen, as a LeBron fan, I would love to see him collect another ring. So because that will further drive my narratives.
Oh, I'm a diehard LeBron fan. so he's the GOAT.
I think so too.
The man is still averaging 30, damn near 30 points a game.
It's phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal basketball player.
Who do you think? Do you think that it would bring revenue to the NBA if OKC did make it? If a small team did make it, such as OKC?
No. I think the NBA will bring in a certain level because it's the NBA and fans are just going to tap in, but. Let's keep it 100. I mean, storylines drive all of this stuff. We've seen it with the women's college basketball. Mm-hmm. You got storylines. You got one team going undefeated, and you got another team that has potentially the greatest college basketball player to ever play that needed to to get that chip to cement herself. Stories drive numbers. Narratives drive numbers. So it's just like I don't know what would be there. For a small city team to get to that level and for everybody to be drawn in. Mm-hmm. I don't know what storylines would be there to get people to do that.
Well, first off, they will know more players than Chet and Shea. But the WNBA draft was tonight.
Yeah.
And Caitlin Clark, she went number 1.
As expected.
To the Indiana Fever.
Wait, where did Angel Reese go?
She went to Chicago Sky.
Oh, on 7th?
Yeah. Yo, she's a very good player. My
thing is
you have to have a right fit.
While I'm not knocking her, she very well may be a great player.
Okay.
But my thing is, if you're good, why are you going number 7 in a 12-round draft?
Because there's people who are better than you, and it's also fitting. It's also fitting. Would you draft Shaq if you got Hakeem?
Yes.
No, you're not going to do that.
Best player available, bro.
You're not going to do that.
Best player available.
You talking about in the
how old is Hakeem?
Oh, see now you want to
that shit matters. Yeah. If I can get an 18-year-old Shaq and at this age Hakeem is in his back into his 20s, then yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Shaq
you take your bro.
Shaq not coming off the bench. He's the number 1 pick. He's not coming off the bench.
No, you make it work on a court. But if you have a great player in front, it's just like Indiana Fever. They can have a great fucking guard on their squad. Are you not going to pick Caitlin Clark because you have a great guard? No.
But you already know that most of the teams that are number 1, they need help.
Yeah, but they can still have a great guard. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The team just itself is just trash.
But Angel, she was hurt. She sprained her ankle. She was hurt.
Bro, she was banged up. That wouldn't affect her draft stock.
Yes, it would. Because they would believe that this is a recurring issue.
All right, but Chicago Sky needed big man help.
Yeah.
Because they picked up Cardozo number
4?
3.
Okay.
They picked up Cardozo.
Okay.
So they needed that. No, I know. Yeah, she was. She said she wanted to play with her.
But you're going to pick the better one. Who's healthier too.
Health don't matter right now, bro.
Health doesn't matter?
By the time the season starts, they're all going to be healthy.
No, but yes, 100%. Everybody's going to be healthy, but there is ongoing, lingering issues. But let me ask you a question. So Caitlin Clark went number 1.
Yeah.
What is your train of thinking when it comes to why she didn't sign with the big 3 for $5 million with Ice Cube? Why do you think she didn't?
What do you mean?
Why you think Caitlin Clark did not sign $5 million contract to join Ice Cube's Big Three.
What was the context behind it? Did she have to miss out on something else to do that?
I don't know the context. He was just offering her that $5 million to join the Big Three. I don't know how many years.
If she had to miss out on the WNBA,
because the last time we had a conversation about it, you said that they're not making that much money.
No,
so why wouldn't you go for the $5 million?
Seriously, I was driving here and I saw this shit on fucking Twitter. Yep. Caitlin Clark's rookie contract with the Indiana Fever, 2024 is $76.5K, 2025 $78.1K, 2026 $85.9K, and 2027 $97.6K.
That is not a lot.
And this is before they tax. Now there's a jock tax, there's agents, you got to pay into medical insurance. There's so many different tax. So it's like, yo, bro, after that tax, that's about like 40.
But realistically, they're only playing about 3-4 months out of the year.
Does her nil deals carry over into the?
No, I don't think so.
Let me verify that.
I don't think so. But what I can say is that you're only playing basketball for 3-4 months out of the year. So if you're talking about getting that amount of money for 3-4 months, I'm good. Because you already know they have endorsements. She already had Gatorade commercials. Not to mention how much money she's going to bring to the league because you're going to have people watch the game now.
But as per Google, it says technically the term nil doesn't exist in the WNBA, but that's because they're just called sponsorships. Clark will still take her national sponsorships with her to the league, which include State Farm, Gatorade, Nike, Xfinity, H&R Block, and Panini America and others. So she's still gonna get her $3 million off nil, which is good. I didn't know that. See, that's why you do your research. You don't talk shit without knowing anything.
I didn't know that
because I was just here last week talking about why would you go to the draft?
Yeah,
and lose. I thought that nil money stayed within college. I was wrong with that. Okay, but so I mean, it's different. I mean, I would just take the league money and just not touch it and just live off of. I wouldn't even do that because. I mean, she's still making money, she's making $3 million in nil. It'll probably go up more with her being in the league. She'll probably 100%. Get more endorsements.
She could easily be the face of the league in a few years.
Yeah,
because that buzz that her and Angel Reese brought to women's basketball now. It was said that nobody knows who the men guys, who the men
storylines, bro. There were no
who are the men lottery picks
for the. Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't know who they are.
I don't know either.
I don't know. All I know is Barney, who might not get drafted.
So how do you feel about South Carolina going undefeated? How do you feel about them being, labeled one of the best, college teams ever?
Shout out to them for winning. Shout out to Dawn Stanley. I think that was a hell of a run. I don't care who you got. That's not an easy task.
Right.
Because anything can happen where you can have an opponent get hot. And remember, we are all professionals. So yeah, you playing against other professionals. So somebody's going to bring their A game and you don't know. But that is a really, really good accomplishment. And I'm happy for those young ladies. For sure. Definitely.
As far as team rankings, where do you think that South Carolina team ranks up against, the other great female college teams?
They up there. Because Dawn Stanley has won 3 championships. She's the first woman to win 3 championships, as well as winning Coach of the Year and also being Player of the Year when she played herself. This is not the first time that I believe this is the second time that she has gone undefeated throughout the season. So you definitely got to pat her on the back. Why do you think Paige didn't enter the draft or Juju didn't enter the draft?
Juju's in her first year. Could she have gone?
Hell yeah.
No.
That buzz was big.
No rush. She's gonna be the face of the league soon.
See, I think it's different for women.
Yeah.
For a woman, because men would come out the first one and done. Women, they usually want to
the money.
Develop.
The money's there. With the men, you just gotta take the money. But with the women, I stay in school and continue collecting those nil deals. She's gonna be the face of the league.
But you just said that the nil deals transfer over to the
it transfers over. But if she goes into the WNBA, now she's dealing with other great players. You know what I'm saying? You got Kelsey Plum, you got Breanna Stewart, you got all these top players. You know what I'm saying? If she stays in college and she's the face of the NCAA females league, like how Caitlin Clark was, like because how Breanna Stewart
last
and
year,
other female greats have been.
Yes.
All the sponsorships are going to go to you because you are the face. Mm-hmm. She can make more money right now than she will if she went into the WNBA. So if I'm her, I'm doing a whole 4.
Really?
I'm going rack.
But that's the thing, money. Though. There's a risk of an injury. There's a risk of an injury the longer you stay there.
Yeah.
I would rather get injured professionally versus collegiately.
You can never play the game worried about an injury though, man.
But you can't.
That's
the reason why I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's the reason why a lot of men do one and done for the money, and because they don't want to mess up the money, they don't want to get hurt.
Well, the men's money is very different. Like number 1 pick coming out in the NBA, you seen Caitlin Clark's numbers. That's crazy, bro. Undrafted dudes make more money than that. Mm-hmm, so it's just like when you're looking at the number 1 pick in the NBA. The amount of money they're making is just there's reason to do that. There's cause. If I can leave right now and make $50 million guaranteed, why the hell would I not? I don't know how I'm gonna be next year.
Yeah.
So it's just in that case it's different. It's different. If I had a great year, I'm gonna declare I'm gonna get that money. But when it comes down to the women, it's just you gotta strategically move around that board differently because the pay scale is very different when you go professional.
I think
so. You gotta see if you could stack up them sponsorships and stack up all those deals, and then move off into the league and carry all those with you, like how we see with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and all these other girls. Why not?
I think that WNBA is only going to go up from here. I think women's basketball is only going to go up from here as well because they're looking to expand as well. They're looking to expand 4 teams.
I got to see it, man.
In the next 4 years.
I got to see it.
Which is really, really good.
I'm hopeful. I hope that they do well, but
it all falls on us, though.
Us as in who?
Us as fans.
But that's the thing.
You got to watch it.
Most men aren't fans. But then the thing about the WNBA is their marketing is shit. We don't know anything about anything that they do. We don't know about when their season starts. They don't really get much televised games. Everybody knows marketing is the biggest when it comes to business. Is one of the most important things.
Well, LeBron said it before that he's into WNBA and women's basketball. He just loves the sport of basketball altogether. But I remember him saying that the WNBA finals took place on a Sunday. Wow. Sunday is for football.
Yeah.
So basically he was saying it's bad timing, it's bad marketing, and I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Shaq said a few years ago that for women to get the viewership, they need to lower the rims. So that way that the woman can show their athleticism. And
they're not athletic, bro.
But they would show their athleticism. They would dunk if it's lower.
Yeah, but it's going to be trash dunks.
How?
Because it's gonna be regular, basic 1-hand, 2-hand dunks.
Listen, man, it's
like when we if you see a ball play, if you see LeBron or you see a Anthony Edwards grab a basketball or any high flying dunk or whatever, and they're on a fast break, and they just do a regular dunk, you're like, oh, that's whack. You expect you're expecting something that's gonna.
So you only gonna watch it if she does an East Bay.
No, I'm gonna want to see something that's gonna be like, oh shit, that was nice.
But it doesn't matter if it's a basic dunk. If you dunk on somebody,
it matters to me though.
If you dunk on somebody,
you're not gonna see that level of aggression in women's ball. You're not gonna, bro. You know what it takes to dunk on somebody. It,
know they're gonna be tough.
Have you ever dunked on somebody?
Yes.
You know what it takes to dunk on somebody?
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of force.
You think they have that?
Yes. But you don't see it now because the rims are too high for them to do it. But if the rims are lower, they dunking coochie in her face.
I did. Oh my god, that's sweaty coochie. I do think the 3-point contest was a good idea. I do think the 3-point contest was a good idea. You heard me?
Yeah, I heard you. I'm listening.
I think the 3-point contest was a good idea. That got a lot of people into it. I just think they need to find ways to incorporate the women into the men's game to get more eyes on them.
Oh, you talking about for the 3-point? So they already mentioned it. They talked about Caitlin and Sabrina versus Clay and Steph for next year.
How you feel about what they did with All-Star Weekend? You think they should
Yeah. I think they need to actually get some of the female ball players and get them into the skills challenge as well.
Yes.
With the passing and all that other stuff.
They have their own all-star weekend, but it's not as big as the men's.
It's not marketed.
So
Do you think they should combine?
100%. I think they should do a light co-ed game. I think that's what they should.
But no, they already have some of the women play. Some of the women already
the celebrity game.
Yeah,
that's not the same because you playing with people who aren't skilled.
Yeah, but
you playing with people who aren't skilled. Play against other skilled people, and that right there will show. Hey, we ain't as strong as these men, but we can compete. Kobe said it too. He said, "I love women's basketball because their fundamentals are on point because they're not as athletic. So their fundamentals are on point. They know where to be." I agree.
Okay.
I agree. But you win a championship, and everybody got some theme music.
Talking about winning championships.
Now, there's music that's out right now.
That's what I'm saying. Talking about championships
that you're coming out to.
When you the top, when you're at the top of the game, everybody want a piece of you, right? So the music heating up, the music getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? This part-time rapper. Let me not show my bias. Let me not do that. Kendrick Lamar. He jumped on the track. And he started talking. Got everybody all riled up. You know what I'm saying? Drake dropped the record this Saturday.
He did.
Was it Saturday? Saturday or Sunday? Saturday. This weekend. Sunday, Drake dropped. Had everybody talking about it. 8-on-1. So Metro Boomin, Future, everybody, they came out with this album, and on this album, everybody, is taking their shots. Mm-hmm. Then another album came out, and you got A$AP Rocky. All these people just taking these shots. 9 people in the industry all coming at Drake at once. So Drake, he put out his diss track. You heard it. I heard it. The whole rap community done heard it.
Of course.
How do you feel about it?
I love it. I think that this is real rap where people are spitting bars. The funny thing about it is that I remember Wale said it before. He said nobody in the industry is his friend. He doesn't hang out with anybody because people only call you when they want some music, when they want to get on top.
Yeah.
And everybody...
That's how business go, though.
Yeah, but everybody would assume that Drake and Rick Ross had a good relationship because how many songs they did together, countless. But yet, you see they beefing right now.
Yeah.
Rick Ross is...
Well, Rick Ross say he not fucking with Drake.
Yeah, but because
Drake sent a cease and desist to French Montana.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Rick Ross is cool with French Montana. Rick Ross always throws his name in the hat when it's somebody else's problem. He always stands up for somebody else. But that's the problem. He stood up for Lil Wayne. He stood up for Lil Wayne. He's standing up for French Montana, and there's a few other people that he stood up for. But yeah, Fat Joe. But he's not standing up. This is nobody really coming at him. Bro, and when 50 came at him, he didn't say nothing. It was 1-1.
50 destroyed him. Listen, Rick Ross, man, he's a pawn on a chessboard, man. The two juggernauts at play right now is Kendrick Lamar and Drake. My man Drake dropped the track and he addressed these bums and removed them out the way. Rick Ross, he dropped a little diss record maybe a couple hours later. Didn't move the needle. It was okay.
What's that?
Like, it wasn't something that like my jaw didn't drop. I wasn't like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get all up in the beef.
Yeah.
He's trying to get all involved in it. He's all up on the internet, on the IG stories.
Everybody dancing, everybody video.
Yeah. He's trolling, wearing Drake shit, at shows.
But, that was crazy.
But Ricky, you know what I'm saying? You're a small player on the chessboard, man. This ain't about you, man. Just stick to the side. This is about Kendrick Lamar. This is about Drake. This is about Kendrick Lamar. They've been sending shots at each other for years. Mm-hmm. For years. Drake most recently did it on Scary Hours 3, Stories to My Brother. hey, you not Kobe Bryant to us. Yeah. So, they've been going back and forth for years, but it's finally reached a breaking point.
Okay.
Drake responded. Drake got disrespectful. Drake talked about his money. Drake mentioned his wife. Drake mentioned his height. He mentioned a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Kendrick as a rapper? Do you think Kendrick got what it takes to respond back and actually, do something with it within his response? What do you think the outcome of this is going to be? Do you think Kendrick is going to win? Think Drake is going to win?
No. If you ask me what the outcome is, Drake. I think Drake is so effortless. Like his diss battles are effortless, and he got ammo. With that being said, Kendrick, I don't think that Kendrick has that because, like we discussed offline, Kendrick is not a battle rapper, and as far as his music goes, it doesn't move me personally. Right. His music doesn't move me. We on the East Coast, they on the West Coast. It's a different sound, but overall, his music doesn't move me. But I do think that he has to respond because he considered himself, when J. Cole and Drake said, we're the top three, he considered himself and says, no, I'm the top one. So if you're the top one, you got to prove it.
Right.
You have to prove it. This man cannot destroy you and you not say anything.
No, I mean, I definitely think, he's going to respond. He has no choice but to respond. Mm-hmm. He's been egging this on for a long time. It's just, for me, it's just, we've seen Drake battle. Drake has gotten into this with multiple people, so we know he could stand his ground. We don't know what Kendrick can do.
Now my thing is, if you got a real beef with somebody, why wait years later to put it out?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it takes two to beef. Mm-hmm. One person can sit back and take shots all day. If the other person doesn't engage, you have no beef.
Now, what do you think about J. Cole's diss to Kendrick and then recanting?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about J. Fold. He's not a part of this conversation.
Why not?
Because he said sorry. He didn't want no part. He doesn't want no part.
So what's your thoughts on that? You see him as less of a man, less of an artist, less of a battle rapper? Like what?
I just think that, when it comes down to certain things, we just need to chill when it comes to Cole. I mean, if you think he's a good artist, he can be just that. But when we're talking about the greats don't do this, man. You
put it out there, you destroy them, and you let people pick up the pieces.
Yeah, you gotta once he recorded the music and he put it out there, you gotta stand on it, and to sit back and come out a couple of days later, apologize, remove it off of streaming is weak move. Nobody, like, everybody's up there, oh, he's on this spiritual thing and peace.
So he wasn't spiritual.
Hold on.
3 days ago.
Hold on. Peace, this, that. My thing is, why everybody acting like people's gonna end up getting killed off of this? Like, this is on some East Coast, West Coast, Biggie, Tupac shit. Like, nah, this is just a competitive battle when it comes to lyrics. Mm-hmm. But my thing when it comes to this Kendrick and this Drake beef, I want to see some real dissing. All we get right now is shock value. And while that shit's cool, I want hip hop to get back to the dissing. This is why I like Drake's diss. This is why I like his diss record. Mm-hmm. He had a lot of clever shit in there, so it's just you got disses like Story added on. I thought it was real personal. Like Pusha, he went in. But the biggest thing about his diss was the shock value. Oh shit, he got a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody walks away from it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just, I want to get back to the diss, and I want people to get personal with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I like.
And I think J. Cole got personal, but then he said that, Kendrick is a friend of his, so he took it back. But like I was saying, he wasn't your friend the day that you put it out, the day before you put it out.
Man,
so what happened?
Y'all friends outside the booth. When it comes down to being in a booth, everybody's ranked. So y'all all competitors to one another. Y'all all each other's competition. So it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with being friends, bro. It's just like
But this is not going to a boxing match and we fighting and stuff like that, you know, because that's something different.
Bro, no, it's just
we
like,
are friends and now we battling, but this is me putting airing your dirty laundry. Could you really be friends with somebody that is your dirty laundry?
It depends on how you want to battle each other. If you guys,
so it's not a real battle if you got to have a conversation.
No, hold on. No, it is, because you can diss somebody and not make it personal. You can talk about their records. You could talk about certain things where there's a way to go about dissing somebody, and then there's a way where you just want to be straight up disrespectful
and still remain friends.
I don't know. When you go to disrespectful route, you can't.
No, but I'm talking about if you're just talking about my tracks, and you can still remain friends.
Yeah. Bro, when it comes to music, bro, but when it comes to music, that shit's all subjective, bro. You can be an artist right now and you can put out a record and I cannot like it, but Sav could love this shit, man.
I get it. You're 100% right. But if I put out a record saying I got all the money, whatever, I got all the money. We go to the club and they bumping it, you be like, yo, T, that shit is fire. And then you get on the track record and you be like, yo, I got all the money was trash. I'm like, yo, what level of gameplay are we on? Were you telling me one thing to my face and then on a diss track you going to say something? So that already is going to fuck up our relationship because I don't know what to believe from you.
Yeah, but I mean, also, yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's a competitive battle, bro. Like, you know, I wouldn't. If you think my song is trash, like, I wouldn't take that personal. Mm-hmm. That's your belief,
but bro. Don't tell me it's good at first.
But okay. I mean, I can understand that. I can understand that.
Wow, that's crazy. Because it's something that you actually...
No, because it's just like... it's just like, you could like a song, like somebody could put something out, you could like a song, but then if people start comparing this song to something else, like, nah, this is Song of the Year, it's like, whoa, hold up, brother. This shit is good. But you talking, you taking it somewhere else right now. Uh-huh. The song isn't gonna reach that kind of a level. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just genuinely feel like we need to just they need to start dissing each other.
What does this do for rap?
It gets people talking. Rap is in a very bad place, man. Rap is in a very bad place. The music is stale. The music isn't moving. The music isn't charting.
Everything I feel like is either drill music or party music. Like nothing.
That's all they're looking for.
Nothing that you could just cruise to.
People are looking to make music that go viral. They're looking for me. They looking to make music that can be played in a club. You understand what I'm saying? I haven't heard a Sexy Red song that can't be played in a club. You know what I'm saying? So it's just.
Well, do you really want a club music now? Club song? No, the reason why I say that is because
people want what's going to be played.
But I was in North Carolina a couple of weeks ago. And I was in a club, and guess what? They play all the club music, upbeat, tempo, dance to, but nobody was dancing. Nobody was dancing. So I'm making music just for people to do what? Because nobody's dancing. Nobody's listening to it.
But it's still getting played. And that's what matters.
I guess.
People are only worried about their shit getting played. If my shit is a club banger and my shit's getting played in clubs, but they dancing to my shit or not, it's still getting played. It's still getting streamed. People gonna hear it and be like, "Oh shit, what song is this?"
Yeah.
You know, go to Shazam and play it, and it's gonna hook. You know. Mm-hmm. But you know, to get us back to the beef, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying where hip hop is at. I've actually enjoyed this entire weekend. Everybody going back and forth, the memes. Weekend sitting back posting, you know, the eating the popcorn meme and shit. Mm-hmm. He's, you know, everybody's starting shit and sitting back and just enjoying the show. You know, I love all of that. It's just one thing that's annoying me. AI. A lot of quote unquote leaked tracks have been coming out between, you know, snippets of Drake, snippets of Kendrick, and you know, everything is just, you know, oh, that's AI, or that's been confirmed that's AI, and it's kind of like really fucking it up because we're having a hard time trying to, you know, differentiate what's real from what's not. And, you know, that's kind of like...
That's tough.
Yeah, it's kind of like taking a little bit of the steam off of it for me. Mm-hmm. As well as the leaks. Just drop the shit. Stop leaking shit. Just drop it. Stand behind it. Say this is my diss track. But, yeah, you know, Drake taunted him. You know, it's been on record that, you know, Kendrick Lamar got this record that this from the way they talk about it, they say this shit is nuclear. Like,
really?
Yeah, like this shit's gonna end Drake. It's Oppenheimer.
Only one way to find out.
So I didn't get Drake is like, drop it.
Yeah.
Drop it. Drop the song. You got the song, drop it. He up there, I think this song was nothing more than a warning shot. I think he got something bigger in the bag, and I think it's already recorded.
But my thing is, why wouldn't you?
Why
wouldn't you come out with your best right away?
Nah, you can't do that.
Why?
You can't do that.
Why?
Bro, everything is strategy, bro. Everything is strategy. You can't come out with your best because everything you put out, you're going to be expected to eclipse what you did previous. You understand what I'm saying? I just think
so. If he does, if they don't go to a round 2, he just has that.
They're gonna go to a round 2. They have no choice, bro. This shit's been brewing for a minute. Nobody's gonna let it go with just one diss unless somebody gets ethered, bro. like you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody gets ethered, then it's on some bro. Don't even worry about it, bro. Yeah. Like just take that L and keep it moving. But I think they're gonna come back. I think we're gonna get 2-3 from each. But what I just think Drake should have just. To be honest, I just think Drake should have just put the pressure on him. I think when he dropped the shit that he dropped this weekend, I think he should have had another 2 in a bag. Nothing long, but like a good little 2.5 minute where you just straight popping your shit and just coming at the nigga. And then have something else that's just big time, but just keep dropping shit like what he did to Meek with back to back and the song charged up and they hit him with back to back. Like, was it the next day he came out
something
with back
like
to
that,
back?
Yeah, it was a short period of time.
Just had his foot on his neck, bro. Bro couldn't even breathe. He couldn't do nothing. It's just, that's how you get your enemy. You know what I'm saying? Don't give him time to run into the studio and, you know what I'm saying? Put pressure on the whole camp. Drop something else. Let everybody keep talking about him. The next day, drop something else. Put the pressure on him. But like I said, I'm sitting back. I'm waiting for Kendrick to drop. Everybody's talking about him. Everybody's saying he's this lyrical monster. He's going to end Drake. I want to see it.
Can you really end Drake?
No, nobody can.
That's what I'm saying. This dude is globally known.
Yeah.
Can you really end Drake?
No. You could beat him. He's been beat already. But, I mean, anybody can be beat.
By whom?
Who
is he beat by?
I think Pusha. I like Duppy. I think Duppy was nicely put together, but the shock value from story added on is just gonna take it over. Mm-hmm. So it's just, yeah.
Speaking of AI, don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. Yo,
where you go.
Yo, shout out to AI, Allen Iverson, man. Yo, what do you think about his statue, man? Everybody was getting on him, man.
So
but it's all the same size in the practice.
Yes.
But everybody assumed it was going to be in front of the main arena.
Yeah. Dirk shit is like fucking 30
Shaq,
feet tall.
Everybody's.
I had the same reaction until somebody had said that all of the statues in that practice facility
are the same size.
But
yeah, that was crazy, man. The media was buzzing with that. They said it was Little Bow Wow and like Mike. I was like, wow. I saw it and I was like, wow. But in my head, I was thinking,
it only took them 20 years to put a statue of this man
because they give you credit, then they take it away. They give you credit, they take it away. They love you and they hate you. And that's what it basically was. That's basically what it is in life, that they love the man now. Because they see his worth and how much he actually brought to the city. Imagine if AI and M.E.N play together. He probably would have a ring because nobody could stop Shaq.
He wouldn't.
Why?
Bro, AI couldn't play with another star on his team.
Why?
He's the most...
Who was the other star?
He's the most...
He never played with a star.
I say he couldn't.
You never gave him an opportunity.
He is the most selfish basketball player I've ever seen play the game, bro. When Allen Iverson stepped on the court, bro, it was me, myself, and Iverson, bro. That's all it was, bro. Like, no, seriously, bro. The man was he is the most selfish basketball player I've ever seen play the game, and after him is Kobe. Niggas is selfish ball players, bro. Him and M.E.N wouldn't have been able to work. The nigga's a fucking ball hog.
You never know, man.
He was a ball hog, bro. Stop, yo.
He had nobody to pass it to.
M.E.N would have just been doing cleanup work,
Who would he have passed it to?
When this nigga Iverson would have been fucking building houses out there.
Eric Snow, Aaron McKee. You had McCullum. You had Mutombo. Like, who are you passing it to? Nobody.
Handle that with the GM, bro. Man, Iverson he's selfish, bro. How I feel about Iverson as a ball player, he nice, bro. But I would never want to play on his team. That's that. Like, I play ball, bro.
You don't think he's a winner?
That ain't got nothing to do. He's a winner, yeah. You know, he got the competitive heart. He got the job to be a winner. Mm-hmm. But that's that. I'm not calling that into question. You know what I'm saying? I'm who he is as a teammate. I can't play with ball hogs, bro.
Okay.
Not in the team sport. Go play a game where you ain't got to worry about your team to win. Go play tennis or some shit. Go golf or box if you want to be a fucking ball hog and want everything to be about you. So, nah. But, you know, I mean, kudos to him. You know, great career. Might be the 4th, 5th best shooting guard in the league to ever play behind Dwayne Wade and, you know, whoever else you want to, you know, put in front of him.
Nah, I don't think he that high.
Might not be. All I know is D Wade is, and that's all that matters to me.
If he go up Wade. There, if he up there, he got to be at least like the lowest I'll probably put him is maybe like 7, 8.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have him in the top 5.
Top 5 because he changed the game. Top 5 because he changed the game. But you already got 3 people ahead of him. And then you think about all the other ones that have played.
Luka's going to end up in front of him.
But Luka's a point guard, though.
Still a guard, money.
Nah. We talking about strictly shooting guards.
Where's a guard?
If then in that case, then you got to add Jason Kidd, Gary Payton, John Stockton.
All right, fine.
Magic Johnson. That's what I'm saying.
All right. You got a point, man. You got a point.
You got to add all of them.
You got a point. Let it go. You got a point.
You're going to be all the way down there.
You got a point.
Speaking of got a point. Shout out to OJ Simpson, rest in peace.
He said shout out to OJ and said rest in peace.
No, just
what the fuck was that, bro?
Rest in peace to OJ Simpson. And you see his book is #1 now, right?
Because that's what they do when you pass away, man.
#1 bestseller.
Yeah.
But everybody want to read the secrets, though.
There's no secrets in there.
He said everything? Did you read it?
He didn't say anything, man. He didn't say anything.
Did he read it? Did
you
read
it?
it?
I didn't read it. No.
Will you read it?
No.
Not interested?
No. I'm familiar with the case. I mean, I don't need to, you know, I already got the facts from the case. You know, as long as if he ain't saying I did it, then I don't need to read his book. It's a money grab.
But he did say if I did it, this is what I would have done.
People. Yeah,
but I think you think he was toying with the people?
Yes, he wrote that and he put that in there. So the whole point of him writing a book, everybody went to the book to see if he was going to. You can't
to tell him.
Yes, because he already tried him. He went to court. He beat it. You can't try him for the same crime again. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So you know that shit drove people out there to see that. But I mean, listen, the facts were there in the case. A terrible job was done by the prosecution. There was a lot of questionable things to be said about the case itself, as far as if OJ was able to do it. They said OJ was in his mid to late 40s at the time, had arthritis over different parts of his body. They said Ronald Goldman was a trained fighter. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of OJ in his late 40s take on somebody who's younger than him and is a trained fighter. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So. That's also been called into question, as well as they said Ronald Goldman had defensive wounds on his hand. OJ had no bruises on his body. So, they...
You sound like knows. You don't think he did it.
They found him innocent. So, I believe in the judicial system. Hey! I conveniently believe in the judicial system. And if they found him to be innocent, then who am I to sit here and say he's guilty? They went through a whole legal process.
Let me ask you a question. Before you wrap it up, let me ask you a question. Can you keep a secret that deep? Take it to your grave?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah. It's not a need to know.
Not even one person?
No.
Some stuff is just juicy to tell one person.
For what?
Because you just got to tell somebody something.
No.
You got secrets?
Everybody has secrets.
No, I'm asking you. Do you have secrets?
Everybody has
that you've
secrets.
never told anybody or never will tell anybody?
Nah, no, nothing that crazy.
Yeah, I'm an open book, so
nothing. I don't have, no secrets. It's just like I wouldn't tell nobody.
But that's one of those things where it's like, yo, take it to your grave.
Yeah, I'm not saying nah. I'm not admitting that. No. Went through the process. They found him to be innocent, and but they are different. They are different sides of that. They think his son might have did it, and some people think that they were caught up with drug dealers.
Yes, I did hear about that.
But about that.
I don't know. Shout out to my Knicks. Hopefully, my Knicks they do their thing, second seed, and
man, shout out to New York. Shout out to New York sports, man.
Just
you know
in
what I'm
general,
saying?
man.
You know the
you like
Knicks.
You like the jerseys, the Jets jerseys that they just put out?
Fire.
You think
of course
so?
I like the Jets jerseys, man.
I know you're a Jets fan. I'm a Jets fan, but you like the jerseys?
Is fire, bro.
But we just had new jerseys like 2 years ago.
Them jerseys was trash, and it was like 6 years ago. Them jerseys was trash, so I'm glad we got some new jerseys. We got the throwback shits. Joints is fire. Jets are not playing this year. We're going to win at least 12 games. You know, Giants is trash. They're going to win about 4 or 5. We got the Knicks showing out for New York. Yankees off to a good start. You know, This is the year for New York sports. You see what the Knicks gonna do. We're gonna talk about the Knicks and how they go. You know, as they go through the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they have a nice little run. But we'll see what happens.
So we want the Knicks to win. We also want Drake to win.
Drake is gonna win. As far as the Knicks, I like to see them win. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I root for New York, so I like to see them win. As far as Drake. Listen, Drake going against the whole industry right now, man. That's a W off rip. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, if Kendrick come out with some fire, I'm gonna keep it 100. If that shit's crazy, then just like, yo, Drake, it's on you, bro.
You gotta step it up.
Yeah, you gotta step it up. If Kendrick kills him, I'll be honest. I'll sit here right here and I'll be like, yo, he got beat. But I'm not gonna believe it till I see it.
Yeah. Definitely. As always, rest in peace, Jelani. This would have definitely been one of your favorite episodes, as Kendrick Lamar was one of your favorite artists. Love you, brother. Sweet life.
Yes,
We
sir.
out.